2-0 Philly Pacers behind the gate, moving up. Matron stake, 104,000. They're off on the outside. Pretty Dark Tequila leaves. I'm a Lulu also moves out of there. Down toward the inside, moving up Teton Beauty. They make their way into the first turn. From between horses now, Existential's up after the lead. Existential 3 wide, trying to get to the front, maybe 4 wide. Moving up between horses there. That's 220 Swift with the rail, Teton Beauty. Behind Teton Beauty, Kissed by a Stranger 4th. Racing 5th, Pretty Dark Tequila. Then it's I'm a Lulu. They went by the opening quarter 27 seconds flat as they make their way by the stands on the way toward the half. Existential comes out with the lead. Racing in second, that's 220 Swift. 2 lanes further back, Teton Beauty. Here comes a move up by I'm a Lulu. Following I'm a Lulu will be Naughty Beauty. They make their way into the clubhouse turn on the way over toward the half. And Existential leads by a little bit more than a length. I'm a Lulu races up on the outside. 220 Swift's got the rail. Second over trip now for Naughty Beauty down inside Teton Beauty. Third over trip, Say Goodnight. After that comes Kissed by a Stranger, the trailer Pretty Dark Tequila. After trying to leave, 56-2. They make their way up the backstretch now. On the way toward 3/4, Existential just ahead, right up alongside I'm a Lulu. Down toward the rail, 220 Swift. A second over trip now for Naughty Beauty. They go into the final turn. They approach 3/4, and from the outside, I'm a Lulu gets a short lead. Existential's got the rail. A live covered up trip for Naughty Beauty in third, 123 and 4/5. They make their way around the final turn. Coming toward the top of the stretch, I'm a Lulu's got the lead but didn't cross over yet. It's I'm a Lulu on top. Holding the rail, Existential coming on the outside, 3 deep. Here comes Naughty Beauty coming through the stretch. I'm a Lulu trying to get to the front and hold on. Here comes a move from Naughty Beauty. They're coming to the wire. Naughty Beauty gets up. Holding second, I believe, is I'm a Lulu. Clyde, 153 and 4.
The field is on gate for the $100,000 Battle of Bunker Hill Trot. And they're off from the inside. Variegated tries for the lead. Center of the racetrack. There goes Goo Goo Gone. Far outside, My Degenerate. Moneyman towards the inside away, 4th. Far outside, there it goes. Karen Check. On the outside, Arrowhead Hanover. Down inside, Civilian Drone. Gap of 2 lengths to Global Sensation. Followed up by Memento Mori. And trailing the field, it's Cheers Hanover. As they trot by the opening quarter. In 27-2, they're in the stretch for the first time. Rolling up on the outside. Here comes Karen Check, and Karen Check on the outside comes on to get the lead. Racing in second, Variegated up on the outside. My Degenerate trots third. Locked in towards the inside, Goo Goo Gun racing in 4th. Followed up by Moneyman towards the inside, 5th. As they swing around the clubhouse turn, approaching the half-mile marker. And Karen Check. 35-1 long shot on top by a lane, driving up on the outside. Here comes My Degenerate. Halftime goes in 55-3. Boxed in towards the inside. Variegated racing in third. Civilian Drone up on the outside, covered up towards the inside. Goo Goo Gone on the rim. There goes Arrowhead Hanover. Locked in Moneyman. On the outside, Global Sensation, followed by Memento Mori, and trailing the field, it's Cheers Hanover. As they round the far turn, battle up front. Karen Check, 3 parts of a length. My Degenerate right there on the outside, heads apart. 3/4 here in 124 flat. They round that final turn. Karen Check hanging tough. Right there on the outside, My Degenerate up on the outside, 3 wide from the back of the pack. Here comes Arrowhead Hanover, locked in towards the inside, Variegated from between horses. Global Sensation. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home up the pylons. Here comes Variegated from between horses. Global Sensation, and Global Sensation takes command towards the inside. Here comes Variegated. It will be Variegated coming on to win it all. Time for the mile, 153 and 1.
Progress pace final, 274,000. They're off from the center of the track. There goes Captain Optimistic out for lead. Dandy Ideal from the far outside. Also moving out from between horses. That's Railroad Station as they speed into the first turn. Captain Optimistic, Dandy Ideal. Railroad Station is going to settle for third, I believe. Down inside, Swingtown 4th, racing 5th, Fusion. Behind Fusion, that's Fallout. Then comes Mad Noakes, followed by the trailers Pappy's Rocket, and at the end TH Colby, as they make their way by the opening quarter, 26 seconds flat. They come by the stands, and up on the outside, Dandy Ideal is up to get the lead. Captain Optimistic is back in second. Racing third, that's Railroad Station, 2 in front of Swingtown. Then it's 3 lanes to Fusion in fifth. Racing sixth, that's Fallout. Behind Fallout, Mad Noakes, the trailers into the clubhouse turn are Pappy's Rocket and TH Colby. They make their way over toward the halfway mark, and Dandy Ideal is on top by a length and a half. Sitting in second is Captain Optimistic. Moving up on the outside, Fusion with the Railroad Station back to fourth. Out now is Fallout, down toward the rail, Swingtown. Third of a trip for Mad Noakes. Down inside, Pappy's Rocket continuing to trail is TH Colby. They race up the backstretch on the way toward three quarters. Dandy Ideal almost 2 lengths. Captain Optimistic is there. 3 wide now is Fallout, moving up into third, down inside, waiting for somewhere to go, Railroad Station. Here comes that Mad Noakes 3 deep. They go by 3 quarters in 1:21 and 2/5. They race around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. Dandy Ideal has the lead. Captain Optimistic is waiting at the rail. Mad Noakes swings 3 wide. They're at the top of the stretch now. They straighten away, and Dandy Ideal comes off the turn with the lead. Dandy Ideal. Captain Optimistic down the inside. On the outside is a Fallout. They come to the wire. 3 across the track. Fallout from between them.
They're off in the 2025 Grade 2 MGM Grand Messenger Final. Speed from the outside, Banderas and Pappy's Rocket trying to leave, odds on no limit as well. Manolette protects position there at the inside. From between horses, Twisted Destiny looks for a forward position in advance of World of Wishes. Towards the back of the pack is Dandy Ideal, and settling into last will be odds on no limit after having to abort that leave attempt, and also aborting a leave attempt here on the outside now is Pappy's Rocket. So they make their way to the opening quarter here, and there's still several of them looking for seats. It's Manolette in front. Twisted Destiny is out of the pocket and off of the cones, opening quarter 27 and 2. Manolette, though, presses on, so that'll shove Twisted Destiny back to the pocket for now. Single file third is World of Wishes. Up on the outside, Banderas is parked and pressing, so is Pappy's Rocket. Next to the inside is Dandy Ideal, has nowhere to go at this stage, and the back marker is odds on no limit. That's the field of 7 as they come down here to the half-mile station, and it is Manolette who puts the half on the board in 55 and 3. Twisted Destiny still right there second. World of Wishes single file third at the inside. Dandy Ideal is now moved up to fourth with the inside position as Banderas continues parked on the outside, now out to the 3 path. From between horses is Pappy's Rocket, and moving through at the inside is odds on no limit. They're midway down the backstretch and heading to 3 quarters in the MGM Grand Messenger Final, and it is Manolette in front. Twisted Destiny takes another crack at this longtime leader. Here's Dexter Dunn and Twisted Destiny to the outside of Manolette and Scott Zeron. 3 quarters, 1:23 and 4. They set sail for the far turn the final time, and Manolette confronted by Twisted Destiny, who's taken over. Next to the outside is Dandy Ideal, who's moved up well to third. As they make their way to the top of the stretch, odds on no limit is fourth. They turn for home, and it is Twisted Destiny to the outside of Manolette, who's trying to battle onto the inside. Down the center lane is Dandy Ideal on the scene. Coming through the stretch, Twisted Destiny and Dandy Ideal. These two to the line. Twisted Destiny held on. Dandy Ideal was second. Then it was Manolette, and odds on no limit. 151 and 2. Twisted Destiny wins the 2025 MGM Grand Messenger Final.
And here they come. They are off. Good beginning for Ken Hanover, moving up as Ruthless Hanover, and Musketeer Hanover from the outside. Little Rocket Man is to the inside of that. Then it's Rock and Roll Runa by the Missile is down to the inside there in mid-pack. Also trying to come through is Buzzsaw Russ. Hung up 3 deep around the turn. Musketeer Hanover fell back a little bit in the field. And then comes Maximus Mickey and Coach Stefanos. The opening quarter was a quick one, 25 and 4. So they move on to the back stretch. And moving up to take the lead is Little Rocket Man. Little Rocket Man now in front. Next in second is Ruthless Hanover. Up on the outside is Musketeer Hanover, trying to come on once again. And way to the outside and flying right up is Maximus Mickey. Maximus Mickey is in about the 4 path and is powered up to take the lead past past the half mile in 54 seconds. Maximus Mickey, with an aggressive move on the backstretch, has now taken over from Little Rocket Man. Musketeer Hanover is third. Ruthless Hanover is down on the inside. By the Missile is second over and racing fifth. After that are Ken Hanover and Rock and Roll Runa. Buzzsaw Russ and Coach Stefanos are the last two. Maximus Mickey will lead the way into the stretch after 3 quarters in 1:20 and 4. 26 and 4 third quarter. Little Rocket Man tips out to try and re-rally. Then comes Ruthless Hanover. Down on the inside is Buzzsaw Russ, who's trying to get into it late. Maximus Mickey still the leader. Little Rocket Man is oncoming. Ruthless Hanover. Buzzsaw Russ is full of momentum and comes through down toward the inside. It's Little Rocket Man, Maximus Mickey. Maximus Mickey holds on for the victory by a head.